Okay, so let's look at the Chapter 7 practice problems. So our first question is, it's question number 7, but don't worry about the question numbering here. I just had to cut and paste some different questions that I thought were the best for this chapter. So number 7 says, Kesson Inc.'s bonds mature in 9 years, have a par value of $1,000, and make an annual coupon payment of $62. The market interest rate for the bonds is 7.03%. What is the bond's price? So we are going to be solving for the present value or the price of the bond. And so we know that that's what we're looking for. We need to put in future value, payment, N, and I. And so far we know the future value is going to be 1,000 because that's the par value. The payment they told us was $62. They didn't make us calculate it with the coupon rate. N is 9 years and I is 7.03%. So I go over to the calculator and I go into 1,000 and hit future value, 62 and payment, 9 and N, and 7.03 is the interest rate. And then I can hit compute present value and I get $945.99. And so that's answer D. Let's go to the next one. Question number 11. Century Corp bonds have an annual coupon payment of 8.47%. So now we're given the coupon payment. And one thing that I should also add is that we should be looking to see what kind of a bond we have. And what it says here is that it's an annual bond, and so we know we don't have to make any adjustments to the inputs to the calculator. And we'll see when we do make adjustments when we have like a semi-annual bond or a quarterly bond. So an annual coupon payment of 8.47%, the bonds have a par value of 1,000 and a current price of $1,210, and they will mature in 12 years. So what's the yield to maturity on these bonds? So it's saying, what's the I? So I is what we're solving for. We'll have a payment amount, a future value, a present value, and an N. So the annual coupon payment is 8.47%. So the way that you get the payment, just remember, is you multiply that times the par value. And so you get $84.70 as your payment. The bonds have a par value of 1,000, which most of ours do, a current price of $12.10, so that means it would cost $1,210 to invest in the bond, and they will mature in 12 years. And so I got my inputs for the calculator, and so I'll go put in the $84.70 as my payment, and then 1,000 as the future value, 12.10 negative as the present value, and 12 N, and then I'll hit compute I/Y, and so I get 5.97%, and that's answer B. So if I go down to the next one, it's question 12, and let's see. I'm going to look in here and I found the word annual coupon. I kind of just look for that first. And they currently sell for $1,340, have a par value of 1,000. They pay a $128 annual coupon and have a 15-year maturity. But they can be called in 8 years at 1,072.28. So the question is, what is their yield to call? And that's different from yield to maturity like we were solving for before. So in this case, let me write out what we'll be entering. If you remember, the future value and N are the two things that are different when you're calculating yield to call. So the future value is going to be the call price. It says they can be called in 8 years at $1,072.28. So I'm going to put that in as the future value, 1,072.28. And the present value is what the price is right now. And it says the bonds currently sell for $1,340. So that's a negative because it would cost us that amount. It's an annual bond, and it says that it has a 15-year maturity, but they can be called in 8 years. So we have to use the 8 because that's when it can be called. And then the payment, it told us over here is a $128 payment. And we're solving for yield to call. So if I go over here at 1072.28, and that's my future value, and then 1340 negative is my present value, and then 8 is N, and 128 is the payment. And then I just hit compute I. So the yield to call is 7.65%. And because this bond was already selling at a premium up here, then we can expect to earn the yield to call on this bond. It's very likely that the company will want to refinance their bonds from their, well, this is really like a 12.8% coupon rate since it was $128. They'd like to refinance their debt from 12.8% down to 7.65%. Okay. The next question, we've got Perry's Inc.'s bonds currently sell for $13.40. They have a 4-year maturity, an annual coupon of $80, and a par value of $1,000. What's the current yield? So current yield is a very short equation. It's just the payment divided by the current market price of the bond. So the current yield is the $80 payment divided by the current price, $1,310. So divide 80 by 1310, and I get 6.11, and that's answer C. So just remember, whenever you see the word current yield, that means we have a much easier problem than you think. It's always just this short equation. And so the next question is called question 14. And we've got Rogoff Company's 15-year bonds have an annual coupon rate of 9.36%. Each bond has a face value of $1,000 and makes semi-annual interest payments. So this semi-annual interest payments means that we're going to have to adjust our inputs to the calculator. If you require an 10.52% nominal yield to maturity on this investment, what's the maximum price that you should be willing to pay for the bond? And that means what's the present value? So I know I'm going to solve for present value. I'll put a future value down in I and payment. Okay, so the future value since this is not a yield to call, it's a regular bond, is 1,000. N, it says that it's a 15-year bond, but since it's semi-annual, we have to adjust this. So 15 times 2, there would be 36-month periods in 15 years. And the interest rate says that you require a 10.52% nominal yield to maturity. So 10.52, this one has to be divided into a periodic rate. And so let me go over here, 10.52 divided by 2. So we're going to put in the calculator 5.26. And then the payment, it says an annual coupon rate of 9.36%. So 9.36% times $1,000 is equal to $93.60. But then we need to divide it by 2. So we also have to adjust the payment. So the payment is, let's see, 93.60 divided by 2, $46.80. So let's take a look here. So we'll be entering that 1,000 for future value, 30 for N, 5.26 for I, and 46.80 for the payment. And then we'll solve for our present value. So let's enter all those numbers in. So 1,000 future value, 30 N, 5.26 is the interest rate, and then $46.80 is the payment, and I hit compute present value. And so I get $913.42. And so that's answer C. So just keep in mind it gets a lot longer when you have a semi-annual bond.